Meghan Markle is back, on Instagram, on Netflix, and of course, right in the middle of another debate.
Oh my God.
So what's really going on? Is this Meghan's big return, or just another misstep in her attempt to reclaim the spotlight?
I did not expect to meet H.
Let's break it down. A new era on the screen. We'll start with her Netflix comeback, with Love, Meghan. This marks Markle's first solo project since the Harry and Meghan docuseries, and this time, she's diving into the world of lifestyle.
And so I think about, with the show, certainly what hospitality has felt like for me is, how do you make people feel comfortable? How do you show up for them in spaces where they might feel like, I don't know, is this really where I should be? Yes, you belong here.
From wellness to food, parenting to home design, the show promised an authentic glimpse into Meghan's life in Montecito. But here's the catch. Critics quickly noticed she wasn't even filming in her own kitchen. Instead, the show was shot in an $8 million rental farmhouse, which some say makes the whole thing feel, well, a little detached.
So what she's doing is she's saying, come to my home, this is what my life looks like, but it's a rented property. So I think it's this feeling of, Jennifer Garner had my pretend cooking show that she did, and people love it, but it's in her kitchen.
Many feel the series is a bit too polished and scripted. And the big question, does it actually bring anything new? With Love, Meghan is already being compared to Pamela Anderson's Pamela's Cooking with Love. From the tone to the format, even the title, the similarities are hard to ignore. Some have called Meghan's show a sanitized version of what Pamela had already done.
Seemingly, she's been inspired by so many different people, including this former international sex bomb.
Both shows focus on celebrity-driven lifestyle content, with exclusive guests and personal insights. Meghan's lineup includes close friends like her Suits co-star Abigail Spencer and Mindy Kaling.
And you're in the kitchen playing and making mistakes and having fun together.
And speaking of Mindy Kaling, we have to talk about that moment. What started as a friendly chat about motherhood suddenly went viral, all because of one small but telling correction. The Office star casually called her Markle, but Meghan quickly set the record straight.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
Mindy, caught off guard but rolling with it, simply replied, "Now I know and I love it." The internet, however, not so chill about it.
Just name yourself. I'm a queen, I'm a god. It's so pretentious, it's so stupid.
Some people thought the correction felt a bit forced, especially since she had continued using Markle professionally for years. And here's another interesting twist. Meghan pulled off a huge surprise for fans at a special screening of her new Netflix show. She showed up unannounced at a New York event for longtime followers of The Tig, her old lifestyle blog.
The Tig and everything else for so long. They don't know I'm coming.
The event felt like a full circle moment, celebrating her journey from blogger to duchess to lifestyle guru. And you know, despite the controversies, with Love, Meghan has been a massive streaming success, at least in terms of views. It quickly climbed Netflix's top 10, proving that whether people love or hate Meghan, they're definitely watching. Notably, the show has already been renewed for a second season, set to premiere this fall. And how much did Netflix pay Meghan for all this? Well, it's part of the $100 million deal she and Harry signed with the platform back in 2020. The same deal that brought us Heart of Invictus, Polo, and Live to Lead. But they're not stopping there. The couple also has another project in the works, a screen adaptation of Carly Fortune's romance novel, Meet Me at the Lake. The film is still in development, but it's yet another sign that Meghan is all in on her new role as a content creator, and she isn't stopping at Netflix. Meghan has recently announced her next venture. She's back with another podcast. The Duchess of Sussex previously hosted Archetypes, which ended with Spotify in late 2023. And now she's preparing a launch with Lemonada Media, shifting her focus to female entrepreneurs. Confessions of a Female Founder will feature conversations with inspiring women in business, sharing the stories behind their success. Her big Instagram comeback. Let's not forget, social media hasn't always been kind to Meghan. After facing relentless online harassment, she and Harry ditched all platforms, calling them toxic and damaging.
And so as we can see what's happening in the online space.
But Harry hinted at a comeback years ago. In a 2021 interview, he said, "Social media can offer a means of connecting and community, We will revisit social media when it feels right for us. Well, it looks like that time has come. Markle kicked off the new year in style by making a major social media appearance as well. After a 7-year hiatus, she finally returned to Instagram with a brand new account at Meghan. Her first post? A video of her frolicking on the beach, dressed all in white, and writing 2025 in the sand. No caption, no comments allowed, just pure mystery and vibes. The reaction? She racked up almost 1 million followers in the first 24 hours. And just recently, on International Women's Day, Meghan shared a never-before-seen photo of her daughter, Princess Lilibet. The little one was on a boat, cradled in Prince Harry's arms. Meghan also threw in some childhood snaps of herself with her mom, Doria Ragland, and a cute beachside shot with her husband. My husband met me when I had the TIG, and I see this spark in his eye when he sees me doing the thing that I was doing when he first met me. It's almost like a honeymoon period again. Meghan has also been all over various media accounts with her ongoing round of interviews. Notably, she shared some behind-the-scenes details about her family life. For instance, she revealed that Archie and Lilibet picked up a bit of their dad's British accent.
Some of the words that they still say with a British accent, so they'll say zebra, because they have very American accents, but they say words that are just like him, and I think it's adorable.
While some fans loved this candidness, others weren't buying it. Critics pointed out that Meghan and Harry have always been super private about personal matters. So why the sudden change? Was this a genuine moment? Or was it all part of her brand-building strategy?
She is the most insecure person I have seen in the public eye in a long time. That is why everything had to be perfectly curated.
New name, new brand. Now let's talk business, because Meghan's latest rebrand has everyone buzzing as well. Remember American Riviera Orchard? That fancy name inspired by the Santa Barbara coast and the homemade jam she sent to her celeb friends? Well, turns out, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office wasn't on board. You can't trademark a place name. I appreciate everyone who gave me the grace to make mistakes and figure it out, and also to be forgiving with myself through that. It's a learning curve. She said about the situation, having to rethink the whole thing.
And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been.
Her new brand is set to cover everything from kitchenware and gardening tools to cookie mixes, cocktail blends, and even pet shampoo. Some say she's going full lifestyle guru mode, aiming for a Goop or Martha Stewart style empire. And to mark the rebrand, Meghan dropped a brand new website featuring gorgeous garden photos at their Montecito home. I love the heritage feeling of it, and knowing this is something that I can create in front of my daughter and teach her what it's like to be a working mom. But not everyone is sold. Take her new logo, for instance, a hummingbird and palm tree design. Some people have pointed out it looks a little too much like the 14th century coat of arms from a small town Pereires. Coincidence? Strategy? Who knows? But Meghan says it's not about business tricks. It's about getting back to what she loves.
And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can.
And she's not just focusing on business. Meghan's been back in the public eye for good causes, too. Good deed turns into a firestorm. Markle recently stepped up to help victims of the devastating LA wildfires. She and Prince Harry were photographed serving food and speaking closely with locals. But, surprise, surprise, the internet found a reason to drag her even here. During a visit to fire-ravaged areas, Meghan met a mother and daughter who had lost their home. While talking to them, she learned that the 15-year-old girl had left her favorite Billie Eilish t-shirt in the washing machine before fleeing. Determined to help, Meghan reached out to her celebrity friends, asking if anyone could get the message to Billie Eilish. The teen eventually received a package full of gifts from the singer, including a brand new t-shirt.
It's signed for her!
Meghan then took to Instagram to share the moment, posting a video of herself excitedly unboxing the package.
Everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways to get through what's happened in California, just thank you so much.
Sounds sweet, right? Well, social media did not agree. The backlash was immediate, with people calling her video tone-deaf and self-promotional. One ex-user wrote that she is the disaster tourist-in-chief, while another claimed, "There is no reason for this video except self-promotion. Billie did it quietly. Meghan had to make it about her." Well, no matter what Meghan does, she can't seem to escape criticism, and we have one more proof of that. Her big moment at the Invictus Games. The Duchess joined Prince Harry at the 2025 Invictus Games in Canada, the first time winter sports were included. While the event was all about honoring veterans, Meghan's appearance definitely stole the show.
It's about the soldiers, not her.
From the moment she arrived, she served casual luxury, neutral tones, effortlessly chic coats, and designer accessories. But while fans loved the quiet glamour vibe, critics were quick to point out that her outfits, estimated to be worth over $20,000 across the event, felt a little out of touch. One user wrote, "Love her look, but is a $5,000 coat really necessary at a veterans event? Ouch." Plus, not everyone was thrilled with Meghan's speech at the Invictus Games.
I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to introduce someone who means a lot to me, and I know means quite a lot to all of you.
While some praised her warmth and support for Prince Harry, others found it too polished, almost like an awards show moment rather than a heartfelt address.
Well, it was very much like a sort of Oscar ceremony, wasn't it?
But it wouldn't be a Meghan Markle appearance without some drama, right? Royal watchers also noticed that she arrived a few days after Prince Harry, sparking whispers about whether she was aiming for her own grand entrance.
You know, she's saying she's so sorry she's late, but she had to get some milkshakes for her children and take the older one to school. You know, I mean, it's so patronizing, isn't it? Oh.
One thing for sure, Meghan Markle is back, and she's here to stay. So what's next? More Instagram posts? More Netflix content? What do you think? Will her lifestyle empire take off? Or is this just another royal side hustle? Let's talk in the comments.